Alice Street between Georgia Avenue and Tarragona Street. Caller says there's at least 2 squatters inside with drug activity. Unknown if weapons are involved.
Is this the property owner calling us in?
It doesn't say caller's relationship.
All right, you heard it. There it is. The property, a call into the police, and guess what? You are exposed. 2 squatters tonight at an address on Alice Avenue in the Bon Air section of the city of Pittsburgh. My name is Ralph Williams. I am the host of the Ralph Report Exposed. And tonight, we are going to expose some squatters yet again at another house in the South Hills area of the city of Pittsburgh. I will be reaching out to some of my contacts to get these squatters out of here, and it is just ridiculous. Now we got them on Alice Avenue. You heard the police call that went out to Alice Avenue in the Bon Air section of the city of Pittsburgh. I'm telling you right now, if you live on Alice Avenue, these squatters, they're bad news. There's been some drug abuse going on, which most squatters do anyway, all right? But you are exposed tonight here on the Ralph Report Exposed. My name is Ralph Williams. I am your host tonight. I am the visionary. I am the revolutionary. My name is Ralph Williams, and I am your host tonight. Yeah, what do you want to talk about? We're talking about exposed. We are going to expose 2 squatters on Alice Avenue Avenue in the Bon Air area of the city of Pittsburgh tonight. And I just want to let everyone know what's going on with that as well. All right, we are sponsored by, and we have our new studio sponsor for Studios 10 here in Berlin, Maryland, Shore Appliance Connection in Salisbury. Call them today at 410-749-2161. Shore Appliance Connection. Ask for Bill. Tell Bill Ralph Williams sent you. Shore Appliance Connection. Call them today. They have all the name brands, all the stuff you nails. 3 locations in Delaware. Check out 410-749-2161, the Shore Appliance Connection, and tell them Ralph Williams sent you. Ask for Bill. All right. You have been exposed. 2 squatters on Alice Avenue in the Bon Air section of the city of Pittsburgh, which is up off of Brownsville Road, right near the McDonald's there in Mount Oliver's on one side, Knoxville's on the other, but where the Unimart is at, that's called Alice Avenue. That is Bon Air. All right, so that is where this is going on, and there is a squatter there as well. All right, so we're going to expose some other people tonight here. We got some more exposing to do. All right, and I do want to expose the McKeesport School District tonight. I want to expose them for firing Matt Miller, their head football coach. Now, I get it. There was a situation with Brandon Short. I feel bad for Brandon Short, the gentleman who had an issue with his somebody getting killed in his family. I get that. All right. I'm sorry that happened. But that has nothing to do with Matt Miller. Matt Miller's been a good football coach. He's been a great coach. You are exposed tonight, McKeesport School District. I have exposed you many times. And in fact, I am carrying the Ralph Report Exposed to my radio shows. I'm going to be exposing people, whether it's in Philly, whether it's in Pittsburgh, whether it's in not only just Philly and Pittsburgh, but also whether it is in the Delmarva region. If you are doing something inappropriate, if you're doing something to rip people off, if you're scamming people, if you're a squatter, I am going to expose you. That's the purpose of the Ralph Report Exposed tonight. All right? And every time we come on the air to expose somebody. And tonight we're exposing 2 squatters on Alice Avenue in the Bon Air section of the city of Pittsburgh. And you know what really what they call inspired me to start doing going after squatters was when I watched Squatters with Flash Sheldon. And also, not only that, my friends have property up in Carrick. And the last show, I exposed a squatter, and some things are being done now. Okay, so with that, I want to expose these squatters that are on Alice Avenue in Pittsburgh. And somebody got a hold of me on YouTube and said, "Hey, you know, you're the talk of the town right now. That's great. I want to be the talk of the town. I want everyone to know, expose some of these people." And I want to expose tonight the Second Avenue Commons. There was a couple more incidents down there. I hear there's 40 incidents a day in police reports. You are exposed. And if you listen to my radio shows coming up this weekend, I have a plan for the city of Pittsburgh to get rid of the homeless tents that are outside of the Second Avenue Commons and make some money on the other hand as well. All right. And, you know, they got to start enforcing some laws here, you know, and whatnot in the city of Pittsburgh, because if they don't, things are going to get really out of control, which they already are anyway. So there you go. All right. What's that say? Sorry. Oh, all right. Well, let's see what we got here. All right. There's Larry. Hi, I'm new. Well, welcome to the show, Larry. This is called the Ralph Report Exposed, where I expose people who do things wrong to other people, who scam old people, who, you know, my handicapped brother, and those of you who don't know, I'm in a wheelchair, handicapped. People try to scam us. They try to, they block my van, and I can't get my ramp out, that, you know, exposed. Not only that, I also do a segment on my radio shows, which you'll hear in Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, and I'll be advertising those tonight as well, as I always do here on the program as well. All right. So there you go. All right. Yeah. Exposed Alice Avenue in the city of Pittsburgh, Bon Air section. Those of you who are tuning in tonight and you live in those areas, you know somebody that lives there, tell them they have 2 squatters at a house on Alice Avenue. They may already know about this. All right. And I want to bring the attention to the Unimart there, because I don't want the Unimart getting robbed because these people were dealing drugs and, you know, that kind of thing. The police were called there again. All right. So exposed tonight, Alice Avenue in the city of Pittsburgh. There was a police call there today. There's been numerous calls there many times, as well as some other things. And the thing is about the squatters is that that's a civil matter. You try to go to the police, and they got these ridiculous laws because, again, I have exposed the progressives. It's called exposed. And I've exposed the progressives because the reason I expose them is because they like squatters. They like people who break the law. They want to defund the police. They want they want people to steal from people. They don't care that your car gets stolen. That's the progressive way, and that's the way they do things. I have exposed them tonight as well on the exposed here, the Ralph Report Exposed. Okay, so there you are with that. And we're going to get into some other stuff here coming up. All right, let's take a look at some other things going on here in the world of people being exposed. All right. You know who I want to expose tonight? I want to expose Westmoreland County DA Nicole Zigarelli, because she is picking on a agency called 814 Predator, who was trying to help her in getting these sexual predators off the computer and away from people. I'm working on getting Brian Knapp on my radio shows to talk about this, because she is deliberately trying to shut him down. He performs a service. And what the service is, Brian can explain it to you. I'm going to work on getting him on the show, 814 Predator. And what he does is he does, I'm not going to tell you what he does because I don't want to, infiltrate what he does. But he does what he does to stop predators from doing what they're doing. And he advises them that if they don't stop, the police are going to get them. All right. And they're going to go to jail. Okay. So, by him doing that and sitting down with these people and saying, hey, look, I'm not here to set you up. I'm not here to have you arrested. I'm just here to tell you that you need to stop doing that. All right. And you know what? If I find out what's going on, you will be exposed right here on this program. I will expose you. All right. That's what the purpose of the Ralph Report Exposed is all about. So, Alice Avenue, if you live on Alice Street or Alice Avenue, however they pronounce it, up in the Bon Air section of Pittsburgh, if you know someone that lives there, there is 2 squatters living in a house up there, and they're causing all kinds of problems like squatters always do in most places. They cause a lot of problems. They steal, sell drugs, run around the community causing issues, and got to get them out. Got to get them out. I mean, it's to me, it's unacceptable, and I get it. There's problems with today's housing society. You got people living in cars, living in school buses, living in RVs, living, wherever. Okay. Because and we have this progressive thing that nobody wants to work and pay rent. Okay. That's what the problem is. We have come into a lazy society today that nobody wants to work and pay rent. And that's where we have the squatter problem. That's where we have this problem. And that's where we have that problem with housing and whatnot. Okay. And I believe that's the whole case of the situation. Okay. So just to let you know, there's squatters on Alice Avenue in Mount Oliver, or actually it's called Bon Air section of the city of Pittsburgh. 2 squatters living on Alice Avenue. And believe me, I will reach out to my friends and get some stuff taken care of here with this, because this is unacceptable. Landlords, they work hard to have rental property. They work hard to try to keep it right. And, they rent you a place to live and then you ruin their place. And to me, that's unacceptable. I mean, I get it. You're struggling. I get it. Get off drugs. Then you won't struggle. Go get a job and you won't struggle. You see? All right. And that's where we are today. And but I wanted to expose a few people today here on the Ralph Report Exposed. And this week on the Ralph Williams Show, we're going to be talking a lot about the situation in McKeesport. Also, we're going to 814 Predator. All right. This guy has tried to help people out, and all he gets is a bunch of you know what. All right. And that's, to me, that's unacceptable. That's unacceptable to me. It's unacceptable to a lot of other people who are trying to get these sexual predators off the internet, trying to get them to stop doing what they're doing. And, we can't get them all, but we can get some. And the ones that we can get, maybe it'll what they call lead on to others doing what they're doing. I mean, or to stop doing what they're doing. All right. So that's what we have to do here. And that's why I have the Ralph Report Exposed. So I can expose people who are doing people wrong. All right. If I find out some company fired somebody for no reason, I'm going to expose you. All right. I'm going to expose the government for not doing their job. All right. And I have a game plan. I have a game plan that I'm going to present to the city of Pittsburgh that they need to do to get rid of these homeless people that are outside lurking around the 2nd Avenue Commons. It's not that hard. They just make it hard. Okay. It's really not that hard at all. So, All right. We're going to wrap it up here. Let's get our announcements in. Don't forget about Wednesday, the Wednesday of Ralph. So don't forget about that. But also, please don't forget to tune in and like and subscribe to my friend's Pensman Sports right here, who does New York Yankees stuff and a bunch of other shorts he puts out a lot of. Check out his channel on YouTube, Pensman Sports. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, Brian Pettit and the Sports Break Media. There's Brian's there it is, Sports Break Media with Brian Pettit. Don't forget to like and subscribe to him as well. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, X, Twitch, and the Kick Network as well. So I just want to let everyone know where we are with that, and that we're on those networks as well. All right. So just want to let everyone know. All right. Let's see what we got here. Looks like we've got somebody. Hold on, let me see what we got here on the on Facebook. I think got somebody here that's who wants to respond on Facebook, and I'm trying to see who it is. If I can get this where I need it to be. There we are. All right. Let's see here. All right, here we go. All right, we got that going. And I got that going for me, which is nice. Like what's his face says, um, Bill Murray and Caddyshack. I got that going for me, which is nice. So there you are. All right, let's get this show on the road here. Sports Break Media. Don't forget to tune into him as well. Wednesday, the Wednesday of Ralph, is also, don't forget to tune in. I have my show on Wednesday, 3 to 4 p.m., the Ralph Williams Show on Philadelphia 860 WWDB. Here it is. All right, and then 7:30 on Wednesday night is the Ralph's Opinion Show. The Ralph's Opinion Show went every Wednesday night, 7:30 here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, X, and the Kick networks as well. We have a lot to talk about this Wednesday. Plenty to talk about. The ceasefire has gone away. Iran's at it again. And this is just starting to become butt ugly for President Trump. And we'll get into the good and the bad and the ugly with him as well. And that's all coming up also. So, and then don't forget Friday, 3 to 4 p.m., the Sports Corner radio show on 620 KHB. Here it is. KHB every Friday on 3 to 4 p.m. 620 KHB in the Pittsburgh radio. So if you live in the area, you're going to have to listen on your car radio or get a radio. Their internet has been down. They're having trouble getting it back up. I don't know what's wrong with their internet, but they're having some issues. So you're not going to be able to tune into it unless you live in the Western Pennsylvania area and can get their signal. So I just want to let everyone know that as well, so you don't get caught off guard on that. All right. And then every Saturday morning from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. on 93.5 The Beach, the Ralph Williams Show, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. If I can find what I'm looking for here. There we go. I think this is it right here. Here we are. All right, there it is. Well, not coming up here. Why? All right, here we go. Nope. All right, there we are. 93.5 The Beach. Don't forget to tune in. 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. the Ralph Williams Show. All right, and then 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. at 1250 The Answer, 92.5 on the FM dial in Pittsburgh, and the Answer PGH.com. Ralph Williams Show. All right, the Ralph Williams Show, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., 1250 a.m., The Answer, 92.5 on the FM dial, and TheAnswerPGH.com. Also, don't forget on Saturday as well is the Saturday Sports Blast Show, but guess what? Because it's the 4th of July weekend, we will not be on. There'll be no Saturday Sports Blast Show, but I'm going to put the banner up anyway. Don't forget, every Saturday morning, 10 a.m., except for this week because of the 4th of July holiday, we will not be on. We're on every Saturday morning, 10 a.m. It's me, Ralph Williams, the revolutionary, the visionary. I am Ralph Williams, and along with Pensman Sports, Brian Pettit, Leo Haggerty, every single Saturday morning, the Saturday Sports Blast Show. And then, last but not least, on Saturday, another edition of the Saturday edition of the Sports Corner radio show. There it is on 1250 a.m. The Answer, 92.5 on the FM dial, and TheAnswerPGH.com with me, Ralph Williams, Smoking Jim Frazier, Claudia Rosano, and Luther Dupree. We'll be on as well on that time. And then Sunday morning, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., the Ralph Williams Show on 1250 a.m. The Answer, 92.5 on the FM dial. And starting July 12th, 2 hours, 9 to 11, Ralph Williams, Tony Moreno, lots to talk about, 2 hours. So I just want to let everyone know that as well. All right. I am Ralph Williams. I am your revolutionary. I am your visionary, and acknowledge me. All right. And I'll talk to you again next time. Remember, Alice Avenue up in Bon Air section of Pittsburgh, Alice Avenue, 2 squatters staying in a home up there. I'm not sure the address, but, it's on Alice Avenue. Alice Avenue is not really that big, so, I'm sure you can find out what house the squatters are in. I will give you a hint. It's in the 400 block. That's all I'm going to say that I know. It's in the 400 block. That I do know. All right. All right. Until next time, have yourself a great one. And please, by all means, be safe. Thank you.